So our next panel is focusing on Catalonia's tech hub and how they are cultivating talent and innovation in Europe. That's why no one's better than Acció, with Mireia Lopez up front, to debate this matter with her speakers. She will introduce them to you whenever you're ready, Mireia.
Seguro. La patosa que soy, muy bien, gracias.
Hola, hola. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
Nice having you all here. It's a pleasure to share this afternoon this table with Paul Fenollar, lab lead from Dynatrace, Cristina Albalate, customer planning lead at Bayer, and Paul Soulet, head of revenue and strategy at Revolut. Acció, together with the Mobile World Capital and also the Barcelona City Council, every year releases a study on Catalonia's tech hub ecosystem, and we would like to highlight the latest figures. We are actually updating the 2024 and can say that the forecast is even better. But regarding 2023, Catalonia has a total of 140 technology development centers that provide global services. In the last 7 years, these figures have increased by almost 4. Only in 2023, 14 new hubs have been set up, and it is a good combination of the growth of the established ones and the newcomers that makes Barcelona a great ecosystem. The economic value generated by the total of these 140 digital hubs is topped at 2.5 billion in 2023, which is great numbers. And in terms of talent, the tech hub ecosystem now employs more than 26,000 people. The aim of this session is to showcase some of these cases and to showcase the strength of Barcelona and Catalonia. And these cases and these companies will be helping us doing so. Dynatrace, Bayer, and Revolut are very good examples of this, and very particular between them. One of them, Bayer, which is one of the first hubs that bet for Catalonia and that has been increasing a lot. Dynatrace set up in 2017 with an acquisition of a startup already established here in Catalonia, and Revolut, that last year released their openness of the hub. The main objective of the roundtable then is know in more depth their experiences. And now let me ask you and start asking you a little bit about your experiences. What is your company and the role of your company? If you would like starting, please, Paul.
Yeah, thank you very much. My company is Dynatrace. It's a global leader in observability, something very specific in the tech industry. My role is lab lead. I started managing a company with 15 people. Today we are around 300 people. I'm director of engineering at Dynatrace. But the hub started to grow from R&D to non-R&D professionals. So I'm basically overarching the structure in Barcelona, making sure that employees are happy and the company operates accordingly.
Thank you. What about you, Cristina?
Hi, everyone. Cristina Albalate of Bayer. I suppose that all of you have heard about Bayer, but for the ones that doesn't, Bayer is a global leader in life science with strong focus on healthcare and agriculture, and it's split in 3 different divisions: pharma, consumer health, and crop science. In my role as global customer planning lead, we are responsible with a team of more than 200 demand planners, supply planners, and production planners of, first of all, predicting which products our patients will need in the future, produce them as efficient as possible, and delivering them as soon as possible and on time. And let me highlight on time, because we are talking about life-saving drugs. So this is our biggest purpose.
Good, thank you. So my name is Paul Soler. I'm a global head of revenue and growth with Revolut for the merchant payments department. Joined Revolut a couple of years ago, but maybe before I start, anyone knows who is Revolut, who we are? Maybe a quick round of hands. Okay, I see. A few of you already know us. Maybe any of you are clients already? Okay, I see also quite a few number of hands. So Revolut is one app, all things money. Our aim is to simplify finance, both for retail users and for businesses. We were born around 8 years ago, mainly as a travel card with a kind of, let's say, very strong value proposition on Forex. But we grew and grew, not only geographically, this was born in the UK, and then now we are operating in more than 30 countries on the retail space and more than 40 countries on the business space. It grew also in the product portfolio, not from these like travel card that I was mentioning, to offer things like deposits, trading of stocks, ETFs, or even crypto. So my role within Revolut is to lead growth and revenue for a specific department. It's merchant payments. Mainly we operate on the business segment. It's a bit less known, I would say. We have now more than 1 million customers already on the business space. And basically our department takes care of a couple of verticals. So first one is online payments with like typical like gateway solutions. Second is in-person payments, where actually we recently launched a very nice in-person terminal. And finally also we serve the freelancer segment with an end-to-end solution, both to accept and make payments.
Thank you very much. And now let's move on to the second question. A classical question here at this panel, but a must. Why Catalonia? Which have been the reasons that have brought your companies to choose Catalonia, Barcelona?
In our case, for Dynatrace, I think it's a natural selection from many people around the globe. We are present in already 12 countries with presence, with workforce. And other hubs want to have their people in Barcelona because of the expertise, so the talent that we have here in Barcelona. Then second, I would say, is the quality of life, and that's obvious. And third, and I have to say, because the cost of the workforce is, compared with other tech hubs in Europe, is lower for now. So that's why people are choosing Barcelona.
In the case of Bayer, even in the Barcelona hub, we have different departments like R&D, IT, or finance. Today I'm going to talk more about the supply chain one that was created 3 years ago. And I think that the Bayer decided to locate the supply chain hub in Barcelona due to three main strategic advantages. The first of all, co-location. We are located in the same building with our Iberia commercial colleagues. And this is allowing us to maintain this customer-centric mindset that we need, understand what is happening in the markets. At the same time, we have proximity, geographical proximity with our headquarters that are located in Germany. And this is helping us to not only maintain local mindset, but also have this global perspective that headquarters are giving to us. And for sure, and I agree with you, the third one and the most important, the talent pool that Barcelona is giving to us, it's amazing.
What about you, Paul?
So I would say for Revolut is because our founder really loves Barcelona. I'm joking, no, but it's actually true. He spends like around 3 months a year in Barcelona. He of course travels a lot, but he really loves the city. So we have him. I literally have him sitting across my desk in an open space in our offices. So. But no, I think a lot of the reasons resonate very much with what you said. Our context was like maybe a bit unique. We have a Barcelona Tech Hub that we kicked off beginning of this year. But we don't have, let's say, a department-specific hub. No, it's more a people hub. No, we are a global company with 10,000 employees right now and growing very, very fast. And it's actually quite challenging to find like the right talent, no, with right skills, right motivation, right work culture and mindset, and this, let's say, this get-done attitude. And I think Barcelona to my mind, like responds to a lot of these needs, especially in two angles. One, with like local talent, like very strong universities, very smart local people. And on the second hand, also like extremely attractive people for, let's call expats. And we actually have a lot of people from many, many different nationalities working here.
Thank you very much. Let's talk now about the challenges. What are the challenges that you're facing here in Barcelona?
Yeah, for me, one challenge, important challenge since I joined Dynatrace with all this growth and so on, is to take benefit of all the capabilities we have in Barcelona and all the skill sets. And when I say that is, for example, how do we play together things like ES, ESADE, all those business schools that are top 5 globally, and much more things, play together with with this growth that we are having, and not just working isolated or not just working or meeting in events, and so really leveraging all this power we have here in Barcelona to success, to be the most successful tech hub globally. This is my challenge, my personal challenge, something that touches my soul quite deeply. Then maybe the second one is how, and related to the first one, is how do we make sure that we are sustainable over time, which means for me that it's not just about the cost of workforce, but also about the top talent sitting in the top positions as well. So for me, these are the two challenges that we have.
And not about the company, but about Barcelona, the ecosystem, and what you face here, more globally speaking.
It's like two phases. So it's a very competitive ecosystem. This means that when things go right, we have a lot of competition for talent. When things, and this means that from the outside, from the headquarters, they see us with high attrition rates and so on, like a dangerous hub. When things go, bad, then we have the lowest attrition because we are a strong company, and we attract the right talent and the top talent as well. So it's like this dynamism, that play at the same time in favor and then against us.
Understood. Thank you. What about you in Bayer?
I think that here, as always, the biggest opportunities are the biggest challenge. So I would say that the opportunities that Catalonia is bringing to Bayer are this high talent pool of people, super skilled in business, science, and technology. And at the end, this diversity is what companies need in order to ensure and foster creativity and innovation. But at the same time, there are a lot of hubs, a lot of talents, a lot of companies here. So we need to ensure that we foster a culture of trust, engagement, and well-being for our employees in order to ensure that we are stable and that we want to stay with us. On the other side, this region is boosting in an amazing way and a strong environment of technology and research centers. So I will really recommend, and it's our challenge, to invest the necessary time in order to foster a collaboration with them, to not be afraid of sharing, to ensure that you connect with all the companies, all the other hubs, all the other techs, in order to unlock the full potential of this region.
Sure. Thank you.
Good. So for me, I think challenges and opportunities that we have in Barcelona as a place to attract tech hubs, for me, are twofold. And actually, the other day when we were starting this discussion, a colleague made a good analogy. So I think we need to be the place that fosters the growth of people like Kubarsi, but also is able to attract people like Lewandowski. No? So I think that's those are the two challenges that I see. So on the one hand side, how can we make sure that universities and even the culture and the work culture that we create here is attractive and gets the right talent? And this means, and I think a lot of universities are really working in that direction, having the right skills, people with the right skills, especially now data, AI-related stuff, tech-related stuff. So you have like the right hard skills, but also the right soft skills, which is probably something that I think we lack quite a lot in Spain or in Catalonia overall. And then on the other side, to create like an environment, a market and a city that remains attractive, both for locals, but also for people coming from outside, no? From, like a place where it's like attractive, beautiful, it has like a good and sustainable cost of living, but also related to what Paul was mentioning, where we kind of continue to keep being like attractive in terms of like the productivity that we generate compared to the cost, no? So I think those are the main elements that I see.
Thank you. In terms of projects, since you are all in companies that are global, which projects or cutting edge could you share as initiatives that have been led in your hub and you're especially proud of?
Let's switch over, or the order.
You want me to start?
You can start. Whoever.
Go.
Okay, I can go first then. So I'll give like one specific example. Maybe someone has heard about these, how do you say it? The more technical word is the money market fund, this like flexible remuneration account that Revolut launched that was giving like a 3 to 4, even 5% interest on your deposits. Anyone of you have used this? No? Okay. So maybe someone here. Good stuff. So this has been like, this raised, I think, more than 1.5 billion in funds since we launched these a few months ago. It has been like extremely successful across Europe, especially in Spain, and it has helped us grow quite a lot. This product was built by our savings team. Our savings team is led by Albert. He's from Barcelona. So quite cool to see like a very successful and very big product being launched and being born here, close by. So yeah, I think probably this is one of the more recent examples that I think of.
Thank you.
I go now? Okay, so I suppose that all of you have bought something online, not in Amazon, standard websites, and the website is giving you a deadline, a band of 2-3 days when the product is going to arrive, right? And then you then need to spend these 2-3 days at home waiting for the product to arrive. Why is this happening? Why they are giving you a band of 2 or 3 days? It's because even they have standard lead times, delays can happen, unexpected things can happen. As I was saying, we are delivering safe, life-saving drugs. We cannot be late, right? So this year, our supply chain team have developed with artificial intelligence, predictive analytics, and data analytics, a tool that is helping our supply planners to predict the delays that every delivery can have. That means taking into consideration the weather, if you want to send it by sea or by air, the market situation of the country, the legal situation of the country, to take a decision of which is for sure the cheapest, but the most efficient way to send every delivery. And this is ensuring that we are not investing too much money, but ensuring that our patients will receive the products that they need.
Oh, impressive.
Not bad.
Impressive.
So yeah, what we lead from Barcelona is, first, we acquired this startup, which was basically for replaying sessions. So imagine that you are using Revolut, the application, and then you have a problem, and you call Revolut support, and they try to figure out what happened with your session, with the actions that you were taking in the application. So we enable Revolut to understand from end to end, so this means from the mobile device up to the last piece of infrastructure, to trace every single step that you have done or that has happened. So this is what we acquired, and we are really proud in Barcelona to have made possible to have in Barcelona the biggest solution within Dynatrace. This means that the one that brings more revenue to Dynatrace. We are not the headquarters. We don't have the CTO, the founder, which is amazing. But we have the solution in Barcelona that brings more revenue to the company. And that's something I feel really proud for the team and for Barcelona as well.
Thank you all. Very interesting to hear that contributions from Barcelona globally. And last question, could you give a recommendation to companies and people in the audience to inspire them in their activities here regarding tech hubs?
Now I go first? Okay.
Come on, your turn.
In this case, I always like to remember buyer purpose, health for all, hunger for none, that it's super general, yeah. But it helps me to really remember that the most impactful solutions are the ones that are investing time in what really matters. So this is what I will recommend to you, to ensure and to understand what really matters for your companies. And then free up capacity of your teams. That's not easy. Do it through automatization, do it through implementing efficiencies, and ensure that they will invest 80% of their time in the things that really add value, in the things that really matters. And on top of that, I would recommend, for sure, build a culture of trust, well-being, engage, and give full ownership and empowering teams. Leave them to work as small business units, taking full responsibility, developing solutions and implementing them, and at the same time, they will create development opportunities for all of them. And now you.
Cool. Okay. Maybe not so much recommendations, but if in order to have encouragement, you need to have like proof that this works or that this makes sense. What I can share with the audience is that Revolut is like a 10,000 people company that has grown crazy over the last years. We're kind of doubling size and revenues almost every year. So it's been like terrific growth. And this growth requires like more people and more smart people. The place that the company chose to grow the talent across Europe was Barcelona. So I think this tells a lot of what's the like potential of this city and the potential of this community. So I think like if it can work for Revolut, probably it can work for a lot of other companies.
Thank you.
I'm going to basically summarize what they said. So I think this is a recommendation for companies that are willing to be based in Barcelona or people who are already in Barcelona and want to start something. So one is purpose. So if you want to establish something in Barcelona, make sure that you have a purpose. This is what I understood you were saying. Because this is, people like to arrive home and be able to tell their moms, their kids, what are they doing, and be able to explain that with passion and motivation. So this is the first thing. Then the second thing is autonomy. Make sure that what you plan to have in Barcelona is provides autonomy to people, because this is the only way where people feel accountability, and that's the most important thing, to have the right attitude. And then is mastery. So make sure the people you are hiring or you want to hire master something and are able to grow and master a certain domain. That's for me 3 key elements.
So thank you very much, Paul, Cristina, and Paul, for sharing with us today this very relevant experience. We love doing that with Tech Hubs. We've been leading this table for many years, and it's always inspiring to be here with you. I hope it has also been to the audience. There is another session here right after this one, so we invite you to meet at Tech Barcelona Star to continue talking, and we are sure we can establish new collaboration. And we also encourage you to join our Tech Hub Club, and we'll be more than happy to share with you all the opportunities and how are we dealing with it. This has just only been a very short conversation on the one we are having every 3 months between us, and that we are wishing that you join all of us. Thank you.